This is the video for Aeneid, Book 1, lines 124 to 143. In Teria, Neptunus sensit. If you're wondering why I went all the way down here, it's because I was looking for a nominative to be the subject, and I found one. Neptunus sensit, and then this introduces an indirect statement. So sensit, and so an indirect statement is made up of an accusative, a subject, and an infinitive verb. So sensit, that, pontum, miscere, and this is a present passive infinitive, so make sure you translate it or you note that it's passive and not active. Magno murmure. This is a ablative of manner. That's, yeah. So with a magno murmure. So he sensit one thing. Sensit hiemem emissam. This is a perfect passive infinitive. Et sensit stagna, which is plural. Refusa, also perfect passive infinitive. Emis wadis, which the book says is either an ablative of separation, so from the emis wadis, or a dative of direction, so to the emis wadis, and we can kind of figure out which one we like better tomorrow. Komotos, which describes Neptunus, so, and it's a perfect passive participle, having been komotos, graviter. Et prospiciens, present active participle, also describing Neptunus, in alto. Neptunus. Extulit, placidum caput, ex summa unda. There's a lot of prepositions that have been left out in this section, and this is just one of them. With this word, there was a preposition left out. This word with this word. Videt, notice that it's present tense now. Classem Aeneid. Disiectam, perfect passive participle describing classem. In, another present participle left out. Toto aequore. He also videt troas oppressos, perfect passive participle. Fluctibus, ablative of means. So they're oppressos by fluctibus by ruina caeli. Nec doli et irae eunonis, this is a genitive. Latuere, which is really latuerunt fratrem, because he's the fratrem of Juno. Vocat urum zephyrumque ad se dehinc fater talia. Tantane fiducia generis vestri, this is a genitive. Tenuit vos, make sure that you note this is a question, that's why it's a yes or no question. Iam audatus, not auditus, audatus, to do two things. Miscere, caelum terramque sine meo numine, and audatus toleret tantas moles. And venti here is a vocative, so he's addressing the winds. So he's like, winds, audatus, blah, 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 blah. Quos ego, and this is an example of aposiopesis. We'll talk about that more tomorrow, but basically it just doesn't make sense. There's no grammatical, it cuts off before the grammar can sort of make it make sense. Said praestat, this is an impersonal verb, so the subject is it, praestat. Componere motos fluctos. So motos is a perfect passive participle, so having been verbed. Post, luatis, which is future, mihi, indirect object, dative indirect object, I think. Yeah, it's dative definitely, but commissa, this is a neuter plural accusative. And then non simile poena, that's an ablative of means, by means of a non simile poena. Moderate, that is an imperative. Fugam, que dicite haec regi vestro. This is also a dative indirect object. And this sentence is kind of weird and out of order, so I'm just going to do it in the order that it goes. And if you translate it in this order, it sounds very poetic. So, non illi, and this is a dative indirect object, non tu illi, imperium pelagi, which is a genitive, imperium of the pelagi, saevumque tridentum, sed mihi, non illi, non tu illi, sed tu mihi, all of these things, datum, which is a perfect passive infinitive, sorte. Ille, tenet, imania saxa, this is a neuter plural accusative. Vestras domos. Jure, this is a vocative. Aeolus, jactet, this is a jussive subjunctive, so let him, jactet, say, in illa aula, et let him regnat, another jussive, in clauso, which is a perfect passive participle, carcere ventorum. Sic ait et citius, which is a comparative adverb, so more blankly. Dicto, this is an ablative of comparison, than a dicto. He, meaning Neptune, placat tumida aequora, que fugat, which means put to flight, not flee. Collectas nubes, this is a perfect passive participle. Que reducit the solem.